and welcome back to the Booze Free Babes podcast. Booze Free Babes available on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, and a full video replay on YouTube. Thanks so much for tuning in with us today. We are joined by the one and only Alexa Martorano. And let me tell you guys something. She is the powerhouse behind the Booze Free Babes podcast. Let me do a little drum roll. Welcome to the show, Alexa. Oh my gosh, I am so excited to have you on the show today.
Oh my gosh, I love the intro. Hearing it live was phenomenal. I'm so excited to be here too, and I know it's talk about Booze Free Babes and just expanding it and everything we've done.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me give you guys a little backstory for Alexa. We connected through the Charleston Women in Business group because her instructor actually posted that they had this capstone project happening and wanted to know if anybody needed an intern for a nonprofit or whatever. And so I reached out to her immediately and was like, we would love some help with the Booze Free Babes podcast. Alexa, I guess you had an opportunity to pick, right?
Yeah, oh my God. So there was a bunch of businesses listed, and I'm a very type B person with how I function, everything. And so I saw a podcast. I knew immediately that's what I wanted to do. And then I found out, Ellen, who you were and your name in Charleston as well. And I was like, boom. I knew immediately who I wanted to work with.
Woo! Awesome, and we are so grateful for it. So Alexa has really come in at the end of last year, right? Helped us with season 3 of the podcast, completely produced it, promoted it, posted it, all the things, and she's also helping us with season 4 of the podcast before she moves off to New York City and takes her big advertising job.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, Ellen, you're killing me. This is great.
I know. Well, we don't want you to go, but I know that this is a great path forward for you, and we're really excited for that. So what I wanted to do today is just kind of have a conversation, very organic, and just chat specifically about what was your relationship? Just curious. This is no pressure. You're not on the hot seat. Just curious, what was your relationship with alcohol before you started working with Booze Free Babes, and what's your perspective around alcohol now after you've been in the space a little bit?
Of course. So I've been around alcohol like ever since I was little. My parents are drinkers. My family, my aunt and uncles are all drinkers. Like even at family events, like there's always been alcohol. It's always been surrounded. And I'm like, thankfully, I'm super grateful for my upbringing and my parents. Yeah, thankfully I never it was never really turned into a scary story for me or something like harshly to look at. Obviously, as I've gotten older, that's definitely changed. My opinions have definitely changed on it too, especially being 21. But I've always had an extremely comfortable relationship with it. And before working with you too, I'm like, I didn't know anything about the sober community. I didn't know anything about coaching and recovery, like recovery as a whole. I didn't know like nearly anything. And that's been one of my favorite parts working with you too, is learning everything that like the different healing methods. I always talk about like the holistic healing and Reiki, everything. I'm like, I have learned absolutely so much from you. And even now, I'm like going.
I'm like freaking out. I'm like, what? Oh my God, from the mouths of babes. I'm like,
oh my gosh, no.
All teared up.
Yeah. I'm like, thankfully, knock on wood, yeah, I've always had a comfortable relationship, like, with alcohol and never really, like, taking it too far and knowing my limits, stuff like that. I've been, like, trying always to be precautious of. But, yeah, being 21 and being in Charleston, too, has definitely, like, changed my outlook on it as well. And how people do abuse it and just, yeah, like, absolutely abuse it and how they consume it. Yeah.
So what do your friends think about you working on a sober podcast?
Yes, people are like, how did you get to there? Like, yeah, I guess it is random, but I'm like, I didn't see anything. Like I'm like I saw the podcast, and that's what I wanted to do. Yeah, it being booze free was it was not something I was like afraid of to like get into as well. Yeah, I mean, why not learn about? I mean, also because it's extremely up and coming. Being sober curious is like almost it can be like a trend for some people. Yeah, I'm like, what's there not to learn? What's there not to engage myself in? Yeah, I'm like, that's
That's
what I
so,
say. I'm like, you don't have to be sober to learn about it. And
I
I'm like,
love that.
even in my future, I'm like, I could see myself like seriously cutting out like everything. Yeah,
So here's an interesting question. Do you feel like you would have that same feeling if you had not interned with Booze Free Babes?
like exact no. I'm like,
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
like
That's
straight,
it right there,
like
folks.
yeah, a straight answer, no, absolutely not. I would not have said that before. Also just because of like how like my parents drink and like how my friends drink. It's always been like responsible, like pretty responsible and like moderately. But I feel as though I don't need that like at all. I don't need that to like be social, go out, yeah, have events, anything.
Oh, that's
I'm
so
like you. I'm
exciting.
like truly, Ellen. You have shown me so much to like face the world with a smile, put my energy into things, like show up. Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's working for this podcast has like absolutely changed my perspective on so many things.
I'm so excited to hear that. And I'm glad that it's opened up a doorway, right? It starts a conversation. And where you
Yes.
take it from here is on you, right? But
Yeah.
at least you had this really cool experience. And I hope, if nothing else, you at least share that with Marissa. Well, actually, she'll probably hear this podcast, but I just
Yeah.
want her to see like this is creating a positive impact on the student body at College of Charleston. I mean, they already
Hundred
have a really
percent.
great recovery community within College of Charleston,
Right.
but also this is just adding one more element. And so
A
it's been
hundred
so
percent.
fun working with you on this.
It's been absolutely amazing. I've kept Marissa updated too. Oops, I'm like my lights just went out. It's okay. Yeah, but I've kept Marissa like updated on everything, and I think I've also been like a good example of the other students in my capstone too, just to see our relationship together and like working with like a client, which is yeah something I've never done before ever. Um, Marissa is yeah, she's extremely proud. She's so happy for us to be able to bond. Yeah,
It's
Marissa's
been
thrilled.
really a great connection for you and I. I think that we just clicked
Extremely.
really, really easily. And so
I
I feel like
know.
Alexa just takes my vision or my ideas and she makes them happen. So, that's a skill set. And I hope that your next position that I can write you an awesome letter of
I
recommendation.
know. That's what I was. I'm like, I've thought about that as well. I'm like, I have these great mentors around me who, yeah, I'm like, I've never had a mentor or anything. Um, or, yeah, just somebody to talk to that's like not a therapist, like about everything and anything, just to get real out like advice, real insight and perspective from you. I mean, yeah.
And so Alexa's also been really instrumental with our open recovery community that we've built inside of the open recovery app. And so I'd love to hear your experience with the open recovery app specifically because it does so much more than just step work, right?
Right.
So just a little backstory on the Open Recovery app. There is a section for self discovery. There's also a section for step work. There's a section for smart recovery. And I think there's one more that I'm missing. But super high level overview. At least anyone that's interested in doing a deeper dive on self discovery can
Yeah.
benefit from the app. So that's the route that you went, correct? I think you went down
Yes,
the self discovery route. Share with us what
exactly.
that experience was like.
Oh my gosh. So when you first introduced me to the Open Recovery app, I was like, oh my gosh, like I was super excited. I'm like, more moves are happening for BoozeFreeBabes. I was thrilled. And then I thought I wasn't really sure what the app was. Definitely like took some time to use it. It reminded me of this it reminded me slightly of this app called Finch, which is like another self-help sort of app, and it gives you these like little reminders. And on recovery, I discovered that you can set those little reminders in the self-discovery section. I feel like I'm just saying discover and recovery. It's like messing with my head. Um, but so yeah, on the Open Recovery app in the self-recovery section, there's all these little things that you've set up for your daily routine. You're on like homework. I put in there to drink water, to brush my teeth, like the simplest of things, but it has guidance, it has like an outline. I'm like I go on it every day. It's extremely helpful and it's motivating. It motivates me to do those things like in my daily routine that like sometimes I would skip over.
Oh, I'm so glad. And you know what? Those are actually some of the similar tasks that I have on mine as
Right.
well. I have drink
Right.
water, do yoga, a couple of other things too
Yeah,
that are a
like
little bit
stretch in the
personal, but
morning,
yeah.
just like yeah, simple things that will like that just like automatically better your day. I feel like for me at least, yeah.
Practicing gratitudes in the morning, getting that mindset right first thing,
Right. And
chugging that
then
first glass of water.
exactly, exactly.
Basic
Chug it
human
seriously.
things that we need.
Yeah, like yeah, like waking up and just not immediately like scrolling. Like yeah, it's so easy to do that. It's so easy to just like get lost in that 100% too. Yeah,
And so I'm going to put you on the spot with one more thing about the app. So this
sure.
is the Open Recovery app that Booze Free Babes has done a collaboration with Open Recovery. And so we have a community built inside the app.
Yep.
And one of the cool things that has happened recently is that now we have an AI called Kai that lives inside of our community and it actually uses Booze Free Babes language. So when you're talking to AI within the community, you're going to get feedback from the perspective of Booze Free Babes. So share with us your experience with Kai.
Oh my gosh, Kai has been great. I remember so like when we were first talking about it, first learning about it, Kai is extremely personalized to your journey. It's not just gonna give you like a day-to-day feedback that like you would normally hear from a regular AI. So yeah, I told Kai, I'm like, I'm not necessarily in recovery, I'm not necessarily sober, but I'm like, I appreciate this community, I'm learning about this community, and I'm learning like all things in recovery. There's so many different like routes and stories, especially hearing from the podcast and the past guests. I mean, it's inspiring. So what I've been learning from Kai is to like how to be a supportive friend, how to be a supportive member of this group, and all things above. Yeah, just to be there, be understanding, be open. It's
Wow, you
been
guys,
awesome.
she's putting in the homework, am I right? I mean, for real, she has
I
dialed
mean,
in.
I've I've learned so much. I mean, we've worked together for months and months at this point. It's yeah, it's awesome. And open recovery, almost it didn't like start our journey, but it was pretty like it came into us only like a few months after knowing each other, working together. So it came at a great time, I think.
We got to build out that platform together and we
Oh
got to
my
build
gosh.
out like seed the community together, which I thought was a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
seriously build it. Yeah, and have members joining and engaging.
We'll
I
need to
know. I
make sure that
remember
we
when
put
we
that
hit like
link.
yeah, oh yeah. I'm like, of course, we'll put the link in the bio or the description. I know, and we watched it go to get to 100 members. It was like from 10 members to 100, and it was
Like
awesome.
that, like overnight,
Yeah,
which was great.
it was
And
awesome. It was so
so we're
fun.
going to keep plugging that because I just feel like, for me anyway, this has been my personal experience. And this is just I know you've heard me say it before,
Yeah,
but I'm going to say it
please.
again. The difference between Kai AI and Chat or Gemini is that
Right.
Kai is actually trained in the interviewing style called motivational interviewing. And what that does, it's the same type of interview style that we use as CPSS coaches. So it's trained to engage with you in a specific way. It's going to feedback, like reflect back to you so that you can arrive at your own solution, where chat has a habit of doing the solution for you. What happens if we don't find our own solution? We don't learn
Right.
the lesson, right? And
Yep.
so that's why we really love that type of engagement with AI. And then the other thing too that I love is that it's available at 3 o'clock in the morning when you're freaking
Right.
out and you're like, I need to talk to somebody.
Oh my gosh, I never even thought of it in the perspective like that, but that is so true. Like it could, yeah, it could be a time where you have nobody to go to and nobody to call. Like at that second, boom, Kaya's there, and I'm like, I love the way you put that too. It's so special. Like that AI is trained in what you guys are trained for, and how to be
Right.
there for someone and what to
Right.
say. Oh my
And it
gosh.
actually is trained like a recovery coach. So that way,
Yeah.
if you are unable to reach your recovery coach, you at least have access to one. So that is really cool. It's not meant to replace that human interaction, but it's also
Right.
really helpful. A lot of people, especially, we in COVID, I guess. In COVID, we
Yeah.
saw a lot of people leaning into online meetings more, and I'm really guilty of it too. Like
Yeah.
I'll sit in my office and do an online meeting before having to get in my car and drive somewhere. And that's,
Oh my gosh.
I know. Listen, I'm telling on myself right now, right? But, it's easy to do. It's easy to get into that habit. And so, from that
Yeah.
vein, I feel like it's also helpful to have an online outlet. And it really helps you reframe your relationship with alcohol, which is what this is all about. Like this
Right.
podcast, I love the fact that you said that you learned so much about the different healing modalities and what is available in a
Yep.
home, like
So
holistic
many things.
approach
Yep.
to addiction, because I feel like that is so cool, right? I think I might have
I
lost her for a
know.
second. Oh, here she is. Okay, cool. I
I
thought I
know. I'm
lost
like,
you
oh
for a
my.
second.
I know. I'm like, oh my God, not now, please. There we go. I think we're
Oh, good.
okay.
We can pivot. We're good at
I
that.
know. I know. But I'm like, yeah,
I was
I
like, I'm
couldn't
just gonna
agree.
start a monologue real quick.
I know.
I, I love this episode because, normally on these episodes, we're getting right into the meat and potatoes, and you actually get to see us, how we,
Oh
oh no,
shoot.
she is gone this time. Anyway, how we collaborate together and how we communicate together. And it's so much fun. Let me just see if I can let her back in. Oh boy, we'll see. And we're back, folks. So, this is the best part about being a grassroots podcast is that we actually do have flub ups and mistakes and things like that. And we just pivot and keep moving forward because that's what we do. And that's what we do in life, right? We fall
Yep.
down, we get back up. So, don't overthink it. It's not a big deal. We're right back
We're
on
here.
live.
We're
So, we're good
here.
to go. All right. So on the last thing I think we talked about was your what was so fascinating to me is that we've changed your perspective on drinking in social settings
Yeah.
and also encouraged you to find fun in other ways besides including alcohol. And so I feel like if anything, that is a huge win-win
Yep.
for
Oh
Booze
my
Free
God.
Babes and for you, right?
100% for BoozeFreeBabes, for you, for mortgage lending, everything. For dames, yeah. I'm like everything.
She just rattled off all the things that I do. So
Wow.
it's
And
okay.
I'm like, and there's
Um,
more. It's endless.
and there's more. So let's see. Let's share the funniest thing
Oh my
that's happened
gosh.
since working together.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's think. Well, I remember when we tried to film an episode of us before. I'm like, my computer was on like the brink of dying, of course. We like got all
Was
ready,
that
and I'm like, Ellen, emergency. That was like
so? Tech challenges are definitely high on the blooper reel.
definitely high on the blooper reel. I'm like, I feel like I'm always having like technical issues. I'm like the least technical savvy person, which I guess you wouldn't think, considering I like am like helping publish the videos. But it's true. It's a secret.
I know. I
I'm
could not
so
tell
not
you
tech
guys.
savvy. Oh my gosh,
She has
we've had
definitely exceeded our expectations in the tech arena.
we've had so many special moments though. Even like crying together, laughing together, everything.
We definitely have shared a few tears and a lot of laughs.
Yes.
Like, I was talking to a fellow sober sister actually earlier this morning,
Yeah.
and I was just telling her that, the importance of having fun and intentional joy. And I know we talked about that like a
Right.
few months ago, but I feel like I haven't talked about it
Yeah.
since. And where I feel like I could really benefit more in my life is having a little bit more intentional fun and intentional joy, because we weren't here, like we weren't meant to get sober to be miserable, right?
Right.
So we got to continue having fun. And that's what we try
100%.
to do, or at least that's what we say, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So in like the episode that came out today, actually, a little shout out with Angela Humphreys, you guys were talking about her events that she does that are non-alcoholic, and I'm like, I could not agree more that like there needs to be more events and like parties that are like specifically like there is no alcohol here. Um,
What's really cool is that I feel like we're
I was
starting to see more of
Yeah,
that.
I agree.
And
Yeah, I agree. But it was so shocking. Just I'm like, yeah, that's insane to me that there
let's
like
also
wasn't.
shout out that during okay, so we did the app together, the
Yes.
podcast. We also expanded to Raleigh.
Oh yeah, we
So
expanded to Raleigh, to a whole nother state, a great city. Yeah.
that's like a whole new thing that we're navigating right now. So we are expanding, which is great.
Yep.
And so what's next? I mean, we have our sobriety token.
Yes, we
Um,
have our
I'm
sobriety token. I'm like probably more to come on the app. I would assume more to come on the app. Season 5 is going to be coming soon, eventually too, I believe.
season
Yeah,
5 after you're allowed to take your graduation trip. So
I know, and just maybe a couple, like yeah, a little break in between, but definitely
we
season
got to give
5.
her a few weeks off, you guys.
Oh my gosh, no, but
So let's see. We've got the workbooks coming up and then a
right.
directory.
Oh my
So I'd
gosh, yeah,
love to have the directory of all of the guests that have been on the podcast and all of
yes,
the members that contribute to the Booze Free Babes community, and also give them a shout out. So that's like my next big initiative,
that's
is
so
to work on a
sweet.
directory of members, and then also to work on the workbook, the 90 Days to the
And
Empowered Babe workbook.
right. Oh my God. The workbook's going to be phenomenal. A hundred
Yes.
thousand percent. And having a
I got
directory
the
where
3 day
that's
workbook
awesome.
down. I've got
Okay,
the
good.
3 day challenge, the weekender,
Oh,
the weekender challenge. I've got that already ready to print. I just need to finish the 90 day. So it's exciting. Like having your assistance on the podcast and helping me with social media has allowed me to be able to create
yeah.
the content that we are distributing. So that's really helpful, especially what we're seeing inside the open recovery community, because that's where we're really focusing a lot of our energy right
Right.
now. We're getting away from the Facebook group
Yeah.
and dialing more into the recovery app. And that's been so much fun. It's been so much fun being able to dive into that deeper. And I
Right.
couldn't have done that if I didn't have your extra set of hands.
So
So I just want to
sweet.
thank you for
Thanks.
that.
I'm like, we have such a help me, help you relationship. You always thank me. You're always so appreciative. But I'm like, truly, it could not be done without you and your energy and your motivation. Like, oh, everything's truly, it like fuels me. And I'm like, do better, be a good person. Make the right decisions. Like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, of course, everybody makes mistakes and has bad days, but we get past that. We have
Leave
such a
room
beautiful
for humanness.
seriously. Oh my gosh. But I'm like, what I've been able to do is all because of you. Like, yeah, truthfully. And
Girl, you did that all on your own. I just
I'm
gave you the
like,
platform to run with.
that's true, but that's the starting point. Oh my gosh. I'm like, everything, yeah, I'm like, could not be like more grateful to like have like randomly paired up with somebody. Like, yeah.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that it worked out.
Me
And I'm so glad
too.
that we've both gained and learned so much from this experience.
Yeah.
And I hope that we get to continue our friendship and working relationship after you graduate.
I know, me too. I'm like, I'm like, of course, no doubt in my mind. I know, because that's what I want too. I'm like, I don't want this relationship to end. Like, no. I know, and it's not
Well, we're
going
always
to.
here.
Right.
We're always here. And so I want to circle back to something that you said for sober curiosity people,
Yeah.
right? And let's dive into that for just a second before we wrap up.
Sure.
So that would probably be an arena that you would consider yourself, right?
Yeah.
You're in this sober curious space.
Yeah.
And so when we get into language, like I just want to dissect this for a second because I feel like what can happen in the sober community is that we don't value the no that's how do I want to say this delicately because it is delicate.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it can be an all or nothing approach,
Yeah.
right? And where we play is a little bit in the gray area because you have to be here first.
Right.
You have to have the inner dialogue
Right. I
before
was
you
just
can.
gonna say that. I'm like, yeah, you need to be thinking about it internally. Like, it needs to be weighing on you before like any decisions are made on any commitment as well. Yeah.
And I think that's where we really come along people and walk alongside them as
Right.
they are making those decisions. I know for myself, I started out as sober curious and I just felt so great that I ended up keeping it up.
Right.
So I feel like I want to make sure, if nothing else, that what we take away from this episode, besides, of course, making you shine, Alexa,
Aw,
is that this is an opening for a conversation with self. This
100%.
is the doorway that allows you to reframe that relationship. And it doesn't start immediately and it doesn't happen overnight. But if you keep coming back, it will happen.
Right.
And that voice in your head will also change and shift. You just got to keep coming back.
1,000%. That was beautifully said. Even my good friend Dylan, she like was like, you know what, I'm not going to drink for like however this amount of time, and it's been like 2 months, which
Oh,
is,
wow.
and she's my age, I know. So I think that's super special, and definitely like apparent, like yeah, like Gen Z being like one of the generations to really not be as drinking as much as other generations. It's super interesting. Yeah, people are definitely like having thoughts about it, thinking about it, and like how it affects their body and their mind and their physical everything.
I'm so
So it's
grateful
so
for that
important. Yeah,
push.
me too.
I'm so grateful for Gen Z. I don't know if they saw us like
I
trying
don't
to
know.
survive. And so, with very little life skills. And so
Oh my God,
they're like, these folks don't know what the hell's going on.
that's
It
so
was so
funny.
funny. My husband said something the other day and he was like, our parents didn't know what the hell they were doing. And I was like, you know what? He was like, our parents didn't
Yeah,
know what the hell they were doing. So what makes you think that we're going to know what the hell we're doing? And I was like, you know what? You're so right. We're
exactly.
all just doing the best that we can to
I
get through this
know.
life. But,
Everyone's first day living. It's like everybody's waking up for a new day today too. Like, yeah, I could not agree more. There's always room to learn. There's always room to like, yeah, learn something from someone or some like, yeah, any topic. And
I hope
that's always been my outlook as well. But
my hope for you is that you always stay a lifelong learner
yes,
because that's so exciting. For one, you get to explore so many different things,
yeah.
but also it's really fulfilling and enriching.
1,000%. I was gonna say I gain, yeah, and like it helps me gain appreciation for like just being alive, talking to people, everything. Yeah,
Yay.
I know.
Oh, I'm so like I'm sad, but I'm also
Sentimental.
really, really excited because I know that this next step in your life is so scary, but it's
Yeah.
also so freaking cool. And you've got just a beautiful opportunity ahead of you. And I just cannot wait to see you just like soar,
Oh my
and I'm
God.
trying not to be emotional, y'all, but like Alexa and I feel like have gotten really close over the past few months. And
Oh yeah.
you know, she's just been able to carry us way further than I could have ever done by myself. And so for that, I'm super grateful and appreciative. And I just know you're going to do big, amazing, beautiful things in this world. And I can't wait to see all of it.
Oh my gosh, Ellen, I appreciate that. Oh my gosh. I'm like, I have such a great support system from you, from my family, my friends. Yeah, I'm like, I'm super excited. It'll be very scary, but I'm excited. I'm ready to get out there.
I am excited for you too. Gosh, man, you're just going to take New York City by storm.
Oh my gosh, we'll see. I know, I hope so. God, I hope it doesn't
And then we'll
take
open up a
me.
Booze Free Babes chapter in New York City.
I know, seriously. That's
That'd be
what
so
I'm
cool.
excited for too, to talk about, tell people all about it. I mean, I could talk about this just yap. Like, yeah.
Oh, please do.
I will.
Please tell everybody at the ad agency. Just let them know that we're like big and we're like looking to, take off.
Yes.
But anyway, I just wanted to I want to go ahead and wrap this up because we can like sit here and be, crying for the rest of the episode.
Happy talk.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to say thank you so much for all of the hard work that you have put into the podcast. And I hope that our listeners and viewers appreciate it because we would
Right.
not be able to share this on as many platforms as we have if it wasn't for your back end support.
Thank
And so I just
you.
want you to know that that is so incredibly helpful and that support allowed us to carry our message much farther than we could have ever done alone.
Thank you so much. I'm like, it truly touches my heart. And I'm like, yeah, all I would have to say, I'm like, yeah, keep learning, get involved. Like, seriously, just you put yourself out there and you'll meet
have
amazing
fun.
people. You'll do amazing.
And have fun.
Serious. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm like, have fun. Take time for yourself. Definitely.
Have fun in the process. Absolutely.
Oh my God.
All right, folks. Well, that's our time for today. And we are just so sad to see you go, but we know that this is not goodbye. This is only see you later, Alexa.
Very true. That's very true. I'm like, I'll always be behind the
Congratulations.
screen. Thank you.
Congratulations on graduating and all the things that you have planned ahead. I know it's going to be a very exciting year for you.
Thank you so much, Ellen. I'm like, oh, yeah, I know. Working together has truly been amazing. And it's not coming to an end. I know, maybe
Just a short pause while she
Just a
goes on her
I know.
on her graduation trip.
Just a short pause to go on a trip and move out and then move in. And then I'm ready. We're back.
We're back, baby.
Oh.
All right, folks. So stay tuned. We'll be back. Season 5. You heard it here. Alexa's coming back for season
Yes,
5.
It's been such a great
We're gonna hold her to it.
season. Oh, this is awesome. All right, folks.
Thanks so much.
Bye.